Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today I am giving you a complete review of the chapter number 1, digestion. We covered that chapter in parts or in topics. So today I am giving you a complete summary of chapter number 1, which is totally about the digestion. So in the digestion we will discuss about the large molecules. So large molecules, that food which is eaten by us, this is a large molecule. This large molecule is later broken down into small molecules. Clear? For example, we eat the carbohydrates or sugar or starch. This starch or sugar can be converted into maltose. Exactly, when I'm talking about the proteins, when I'm taking the proteins, so this protein is a large molecule and it is converted into amino acid. Exactly, fats. Fats is converted into glycerol and the fatty acid. Clear, girls? So now coming toward the digestion, the process of the breakdown of large molecule of the food into small molecule are known as digestion. Actually, this is the correct definition or the clear-cut definition of the digestion. When the large molecule is converted into small molecule, this is called the digestion. You can see in that picture the digestive system. A proper digestive system which is starting from the oral cavity and ends with the anus. So now coming towards the digestive process. Digestive process involves 4 basic steps: mechanical, chemical, absorption and the removal of fats. Mechanical digestion, which is done by our teeth, in which the force is involved. That digestion in which the force is involved is called mechanical digestion. Mechanical digestion is the mechanical breakdown of food which is done by our teeth or chewing of the food is called the mechanical digestion. Now chemical digestion. Chemical digestion, which is done by our enzymes or our chemicals, this is called the chemical digestion. Enzymes break down the starch, fats and proteins and it is occur in our stomach. Clear? Now coming towards the absorption. The next step is going towards the absorption. When we take the food, all the useful material which is needed for our body is absorbed by our body because that food or that energy need us. Removal of the waste, that food which is not needed for us and that is toxic for our body, that food is needed to be removed from our body, and this is called the removal of waste. Now coming towards a proper system which is adopted for the proper digestion of the food is called the digestive system. Now the digestive tube or the digestive system is a long tube which is of 10 meters long. Here it is 10 meters long, which is starting from the mouth and ends at the anus. You can see in that picture it is starting from the oral cavity or the mouth and ends with the anus. Now this is the digestive parts, which is mouth, esophagus, pharynx, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. This is the digestive parts. A sequence. These parts are in the sequence. This is the proper sequence of the digestive parts. Clear? You must have to write the digestive parts in a proper sequence. Otherwise your marks will be deducted. Now coming towards the mouth. The first part of the digestive system is mouth. Is the quick change process. Food mixed with the saliva in the mouth. Saliva contains amylase enzyme. First of all, the function of the saliva is that the saliva softens the food. Saliva which is present in our mouth. And the salivary glands are present below the tongue. So when we take the food or we smell the food, the saliva are released. So saliva helps to soften the food. And another function is that in the saliva an enzyme is present which is called amylase enzyme, and amylase break down the starch into maltose. Here the partial digestion is occur. You can see in that picture the mouth in which the different teeth are present and teeth help in the mechanical digestion of the food. Now coming towards the esophagus or the gullet, it just pushes the food towards the stomach. It does not take space in any digestion, it just pushes the food towards the stomach. The chewed food is pulled down the esophagus by the waves of the muscular contraction called peristalsis. When the food is moving by the muscular contraction and relaxation of the esophagus muscles. This is called the peristalsis. You can see in that picture, this picture of the stomach. The food is going from the esophagus towards the stomach. Now stomach is the pouch and it stores the 1.5 liters of the food. In the stomach, first of all, the protease enzyme are released and start the breakdown of the proteins into amino acids. Then in the stomach, HCl is present, which is the hydrochloric acid, which kill the germs and clean the food from the germs and the bacteria. Clear? Then the small intestine, food is slowly squeezed along the small intestine about 2.5 centimeter a minute. It means that a food will cover 2.5 centimeter a distance पर a minute. एक मिनट में वो 2.5 सेंटीमीटर का डिस्टेंस कवर करता है. In the other hand, small intestine is 7 meters long and 3 meters in diameter. Small intestine produce enzyme. At the first, small intestine produce an enzyme which is called the lipase, which firstly start the breakdown of the lipids into fatty acid or glycerol. Clear? You can see the whole digestive system in that picture. Stomach, pancreas, gallbladder, small intestine, large intestine. Clear? So on the other hand, the gallbladder and the liver and the pancreas are play a great role in the digestion. Bile. So bile is a gastric juice. Clear? And it is secreted by the liver. Clear? And it is stored in the gallbladder. Then it is secreted in the stomach or in the small intestine. The function of the bile is that in the bile present lipase enzyme, which helps to emulsify or break down the lipids or the fats into fatty acid and the glycerol. Now coming towards the pancreas. Pancreas produces 3 more enzymes which digest the proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Clear? Now you can see that the pancreas releases the pancreatic juice in which carbohydrates, proteins and the fats digested enzymes are present which help in the digestion of these 3 things: proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Now villi in the small intestine. The wall of the small intestine are not smooth, they are not a flat. There is a finger-like projection which is present inside the wall of small intestine. Clear? Finger-like projection or hair-like projection. This, when we take the food and this food will properly digested and the useful material is separated and the unuseful material or the harmful material is separated. Then our body, the useful material is absorbed by the villi. Then villi is covered with the blood capillaries. Then all the food is absorbed or distributed in all over the body through blood capillaries or it is mixed with the blood. You can see in that picture, this is the villi. This is the structure of the villi. Clear? Now coming towards the small molecules. The large molecules are protein, fats and carbohydrates. First of all, the starch are converted into maltose by the help of aminase enzyme. Proteins are converted into amino acid by the help of protease enzyme. Clear? And fats are converted into fatty acid and glycerol by the help of lipase enzyme. These 3 enzymes are present in our digestive system which break down the fats, proteins and carbohydrates. Now coming toward the absorption. All the absorption has to take place in our small intestine. When we take the food is properly digested into small molecules. Then absorption is occurred through our villi. Then villi are covered with the blood capillaries. Blood absorbed to the blood capillaries and it is mixed with the blood and it is distributed in our body and we get energy. Clear? Because this blood or this food has to be taken to every cell of the body or every part of the body. Clear? So now excess carbohydrates are converted into fats. Clear? Amino acid formed by the digestion of the proteins, amino acid cannot be stored. So clearly we take the amount of the proteins much. Clear? A lot of the proteins we take. But excess carbohydrates are not good for our health. It is converted into fats. And protein as well help in the muscles development and healing of our bones. Clear? Excess amino acids are changed into substance called urea, which is then excreted from our body because it is toxic for our body. In the large intestine, water and the mineral salts are removed. Clear? Because it is removed because our body needed it. Clear? So undigested or the remaining material is removed from our body. Then there are the three problems for the digestive system: indigestion, diarrhea and the constipation. So in the indigestion, when